All right, welcome back, folks, with an emergency game. Good to go. All right, so we have plot one. We just did setups. We just did setups. We have Sean Emberley, Canadian national champ, against Nontas, who is playing Baratheon White Book. I love it. I love it so much. Baratheon White Book is a sick deck. And Sean is the Mystery Knight for his team, so they have chosen Night's Watch, Sea of Blood as their Mystery Knight deck. So real quick, looking at some plots here. So Sean has Vanquish, Winter Die, Siege Prep, Return, Marched, Fortify Position, and Expose. So he opens Vanquish the Unbelievers and names Ranger with Sir Jeremy Riker and Vindictive Ranger. And on the White Book side, we're looking at a lot of knights. A lot of knights. Is this the yeah? Oh, so this is Sir Osmond Kettlebeck comes down with 2 gold bestowed, and we have a Maester Crescent. Whites. Man, these cards are so cool. So we have Iron Throne come down. Iron Throne got knelt to name Yoren in marshalling phase. However, this is not gonna stop. So if this is the Shadows character that you kneel a Night's Watch location with 6 military, we're gonna get a Sea of Blood trigger. Gonna get a Sea of Blood trigger. Alright, so that is what we see. We see him kneel Eastwatch by the Sea to put in Forest Patrol. So we have just an enormous amount of military strength here coming out of the Night's Watch deck. I wonder what the first event he'll go for with his first Sea of Blood trigger. It doesn't have to be put to the sword because you're gonna get a double military claim here. You can just send everybody if you want, just to make sure that you trigger. Because the power, yeah, and that's what we see here. What is this here? Oh, it's Dragonglass Dagger, yeah. So even though everyone has an extra icon, it doesn't really matter because your power challenge is just 1 power. You might as well guarantee your Sea of Blood trigger. So I think he's going to get bound for the wall here. He's going to get bound for the wall or put to the torch. Those are the 2 options. So his options, he has 3 copies of Bound for the Wall, 2 copies put to the torch, 2 copies put to the sword, and 1 copy of On a Misty Morn, which allows him to bring back characters from the dead pile. Pretty sweet, actually, with all these non-unique rangers. We see the Knight of Flowers get jumped in, discarding a gold from Sir Osmond Kettleblack, sorry. Who basically jumps it in and then discards it. It's like he has like Hear Me Roar. So we have 10 strength defending against 14. So denies the Sea of Blood trigger. Pretty sick, actually. He's gonna claim Crescent and a Knight of Flowers probably. So we go to the next turn. Sean wins Dom with his extra gold after getting his Seal Blood trigger denied. But this is putting a lot of pressure onto Nontas to basically stabilize the board and then also deny these Seal Blood triggers. It's gonna be really hard. We see Marched. Perfect. March versus Trader Outs. So March is gonna clear out Osmond, and then probably gonna sack Vindictive Ranger. Yep, that's what we see. So Sean's just trying to clear the way here for a Seal Blood trigger. And selected Nondas to go first. Interesting. It feels like you want to go first all the time as Nice Watch, or as Seal Blood at least. So Marshalling comes down. Is he gonna name Yorin again? Yep, names Yorin. Has 12 gold. Uses Vault as during the action window. We marshal Sir Balon Swan, then marshal Sir Eris Oakheart, who gets 2 gold because of Balon's reaction. I don't know what this means from Melkor. Oh, this is an ally. Ha! I didn't realize this guy kills allies. That's hilarious. So Sean collects 5 gold, has the vault to go to 7. We see a Lost Ranger. We see 2 Lost Rangers. And Sir Waymar Royce, who's basically like a big version of Bastard. The was it the one card from Martel when it dies it's a 1 strength military, then when it dies they discard a card at random. Nondas has kept 2 gold. I wonder what he has 3 copies of Privileged Position, 2 copies of Healing Expertise, which doesn't do anything right now. He has a copy of Shadow of the Throne, which doesn't help him, and a copy of Lay Siege. So I guess he's just holding up Privileged Position. We see a military challenge come through here. 4, 8 plus 6 is 14. Can't you just defend it? You can trigger Seal Blood in defense, right? Huh. 6, 10. He can just kneel he can kneel this character, and this character, and get, or sorry, this has Dragon Glass Dagger, so that's 5. So he can just do 8, 11. He can do these 3 characters and get a Seal Blood trigger if he wants. You can put to the sword Ariso cart, and then you can do a military challenge with your remaining character. I think you're supposed to defend this and Seal Blood. Oh, he doesn't have the gold to do that. That's tough. He's down to 0 gold. So he just claims Waymar Rice, discards Long May He Reign. What king character is Baratheon playing? Oh, he's playing or he's playing Power Robert actually. Wow. So we see Power Challenge come through. And now we're gonna see a military challenge come through. Kills Eris Okar with the claim. What? How many copies? Oh, he's only playing 1 copy of Eris Okar. That's great. He saw his 1 ally hate against an ally character. Hilarious. Does he have another march tier? Can you just march this guy too? No, only 1 copy of March to the Wall. What are we gonna flip here? Could flip Fortify position. Could flip Expose just as a flipping a plot. Flips Winter Die. Interesting. So we're gonna flip Winter Die, and the next turn we'll flip Siege Prep. We did by the on the Seal Blood trigger, we did trigger it and put to the torch this white sword tower. As just like the stat buff it was providing to the whole board. Interesting that he didn't hit the Iron Throne. Oh shit! I forgot Eastwatch gives him reserve. Yeah, no. Winter Die's not bad at all. I'm not saying it was bad. I just didn't know what he would flip. That's all. I don't usually question anyone's decisions in this game because I personally am not that good at the game yet, so I'm not too worried about it. I very much trust Sean knows what he's doing. Nontas is like on the back foot here though. So summons finds Sir Courtney Penrose, who I think is the guy that stands on power challenges. Yeah, when you win a power challenge, you stand him. All right, so Marshalling is coming around. Are we gonna see a name on Yorn with the Iron Throne? It looks like we are. A little awkward though because Sean is first player. Yorn can't actually steal anybody if you were even to play it. So I don't think you really need to do that this turn. Like it's better to save your Iron Throne for when your opponent does their Sea Blood trigger. So you could at least like, or when they're gonna trigger Sea Blood, you can name Bound for the Wall or Put to the Sword. Make them. It kind of forces them to put to the torch the Iron Throne. So we see Old Forest Hunter. We see Ghost. What does Ghost do? Stealth. Oh, and then when you bypass them into stealth, you basically make it so they can't defend at all. That's pretty cool. I imagine next turn we'll see Sean discards Benjamin Stark from their hand with Old Forest Hunter to get a gold. I imagine next turn Sean flips Return to the Fields or Siege Prep. Siege Prep with Eastwatch by the Sea is pretty sick. So what is Nontas gonna do here to, like, you just can't stop the Sea of Blood trigger, right? Like I can't think of a way with the cards and 8 gold. Are you supposed to just sack this turn? Because anybody you play is going to die. Anyone you play is gonna die. You could, yeah, with the stealth I just don't see how you defend a Sea of Blood challenge. And then you'll probably get hit by Bound for the Wall and a potential other event if he has it in his hand. But you're probably gonna hit by Bound for the Wall for sure. So we see Robert Baratheon and we see Long May He Reign. We see Courtney Penrose and this guy. Okay, so how much strength is this? This is 8. Robert can get stealthed, so it's only 8. So am I correct in understanding that if you cannot kill Robert due to long way hearing, you must select your other characters for claim? I assume that's how it works. So we're gonna stealth Robert, probably, and then just count to whatever, count to 13 basically. 5. Yeah, so you send your 2 4s and Jeremy Riker, and get your. Yeah, exactly. You use Ghost so you need to send Ghost actually. So 5, 8, 9, 13. So if you send these 3 characters plus Jeremy Riker, yep, and that's what we see. And yep, and stealth Robert, exactly what we're talking about, and probably gonna get bound for the wall since you can't put to the sword Robert. I could see an argument for put to the torch to kill the Iron Throne, but I imagine we're getting a bound for the wall here. So there's the bound for the wall, and we see a put to the sword. Sorry, put to. Oh, I see. He's just playing put to the sword because it's getting discarded anyway. I was like, wait, it doesn't do anything. What is the character he got? He got Davos. Oh, cool. So Davos can discard the last power from Robert. Initiates intrigue. Going to grab this power and discard a card along with strip the power, or 2 cards actually, and then strip the power from the Baratheon player, and then we'll see a power challenge come through. Maybe you're supposed to do your power challenge first. I think this is a small sequencing error by Sean. I think you're supposed to power challenge first to actually grab the power off the faction card. Or I guess you don't have to trigger the reaction. Yeah, you don't have to trigger the reaction. So if he doesn't trigger the reaction, it's correct, because then you can grab the power actually onto your faction card. Yep, and that's what we see. We see Davos not trigger his reaction. For claim, we lost Sir Preston Greenfield and a begging brother. And there goes the Long May He Reign. Discards Core in half hand to gain a gold because he's gonna lose it to interesting. I wonder what his last card is if he doesn't want to keep Corrin. I guess Corrin is expensive. It could be another Corrin, I guess, too. So we see military challenge come through. You could just claim Davos if you wanted, but I guess since he's yours, you don't have to. Can claim one of the non-unique guys. Davos gives you an intrigue icon, actually. You're probably not claiming him. Probably claiming the old Force Hunter. Yep, and that's what we see. Old Forest Hunter bites the dust. Uh, uh, so we flip here to serve versus siege prep. Yep, that's what I thought. You win or you die in a siege prep. It was flip siege prep or flip return to the fields. I guess you don't really care if these characters are dying, so it's not a big deal. We see Maester Pylos get brought out here, who's just a three power stealth character. He's just big version of Maester Wendermere. All right, so is he gonna name Yorin again? I feel like using the Iron Throne and marshaling is not how you're getting back in this game. And we don't see we actually see the Iron Throne not be used. I wonder if he actually has Yorin now. That'd be hilarious. Ha! That's really funny. I think that's hilarious. What is the reset for Nondas? Oh, there is no reset. That's a big yikes for sure. We're in trouble for Nondas. He is pretty close to dead, I think, with no reset. Yeah, yeah. No, Nondas is bemoaning his fate, saying, "You've got to be kidding me." And then Sean just says, the one turn you didn't call Yorin, of course. That's just how it works, right? The moment you decide you're not going to use it to name the card you've been naming all game is the turn that they have it. It's just a law. And that's going to be the game. This is, I think, you kind of saw the power of Night's Watch Sea of Blood there, where all these cheap military icons and then the ability to get bound for the wall and the normal put to the sword, put to the torch package is just really, really hard to stop every turn. Like the moment you take a turn off is the moment that you fall so far behind. Being able to open Vanquish The Unbelievers is also insane. You get to open two plots or two claim, and you just name Ranger. So thanks everyone for watching this impromptu stream. We'll catch you at the next game.